Good evening and welcome to this matchup in the Best of the Rest bracket in the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 Winter Tournament. This is round 1, game 1 between Malkier and Ursine. I'm Smilefires, I'm joined by Fury SK, and also 2% Chungus is tracking for us this evening. Hello, Fury.
Good evening. Interesting matchup this one is. It's just outside the top 16 on the Best of the Rest. Malkier is the higher seed of the two, however, at this point, that is not too significant as they're only roughly 5 or 6 seeds apart. And I think a lot of people might judge this matchup just based on the two runners and knowing Malkier for a lot longer within the scene. And might give him the advantage in this, or think that maybe he could even 2-0 this series. However, if you've watched enough of ursinedasyure, you will know that it's not quite that easy to pick between these two runners. I do find it interesting, but reasonable that Malkier has foregone the Woodsword Cave just to check Death Armos in case it was a White Sword.
Yeah, we also have a starting raft. Everything else is the same in this lower bracket, so the flags are the same. Still starting on the Woodsword screen and got that overworld potential blocking item to help us out. And another casualty to the Death Armos screen.
Yeah, it's not as important to get right back up there as Armos item probably is more important. As I have been doing for a while now, I'll also be tracking how long it takes to get the first bomb drop, especially for Ursine, as she's had quite the struggle getting the bomb droppers to play nice early. And my counter's done at almost a minute and 4 seconds, so hey.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. And once you get first bombs, the rest of them can hopefully come more easily. There's first bombs from Malkier as well. Losing that 1 rupee.
I don't think he'll be too depressed.
So, okay, fairly close to vanilla start. Spreading out from here. Got some open caves to check. Got a few places to check with our bombs.
You know what we also have in the overworld? We have Wizrobes.
Zoinks.
Also Stalfos, also Gibdo. So that's interesting because it would... Gibdo are not technically the primary enemy usually, so it almost feels like there was a double set up. You might sometimes see Dark Nuts and Wizrobes as a double set, for example. I wouldn't dismiss the possibility that Moblins and Gorilla or Moblins and Dark Nuts might be in the same set randomly here.
Well, getting Wizrobes out of the dungeons would be nice as well.
Malkier didn't believe he got that bomb spot. I think he did, so he'll lose the last of his bombs for the moment. We'll see if that slows him down as we continue checking Armos spots.
And Lost Hills Armos, not the item we were looking for. Blue Ring rolled way down to 231.
Yep, can technically go to 230, so just 1 off the minimum.
And Armos item is a ladder, so pretty helpful for getting around in dungeons, just to get that off the board early.
Armos statues also rolled down a little bit, which is helpful when they are the ones that jet around in a hurry, because you can kill them rather than taking the damage. We've only seen Stalfos for a moment. I don't recall seeing whether or not a sword was sent flying on the screen, as there was also another projectile unit on that screen. Namely the Moblins here. Here's more Stalfos. They don't appear to be stopping and firing, so I think first quest is likely the only quest we'll have, thus Shapes is also on the board.
Yeah, it was a nice long look at them, and oh boy, 5 blue Wizrobes. Oh, that's a bop.
Yeah, Malkier is getting low on health thanks to these Moblins all firing off arrows. However, We are able to screen wrap pretty quickly from where we started as well, so if we take a death here, I don't see that being the end of the world.
And gotta take any cave, and Malkier's gonna take a blue candle.
And what we got on the coast? Well, we have more offense, so once Malkier grabs it here, and once Ursine gets over here with the ladder in hand, both runners will have a little bit extra combat in the dungeons. And no Wizrobes in the dungeons means that wand is going to pay off more often than not.
Lord Secret of 95, not too shabby either, so we're getting some pieces together already.
Yeah, money, despite the small secret now, is not really the obstacle that the runners are going to have. Looks like the regular moblins have rolled just a little bit up the blue bomb dropping ones. So I think that probably takes key purchases off the board for the most part. You might keep the key shop in mind for maybe finding level 1 early. But if you find any other dungeon, I feel like the keys will actually be more plentiful for the most part. So definitely more plentiful than having, say, the front half be second quest.
Yeah. At the moment, haven't found a dungeon just to see what we're working with.
It's been a common theme in the first round of the brackets on both, to be honest. For whatever reason, the game has been rolling a lot of Death Mountain dungeons and purging the rest of the overworld.
And with it being a starting raft, that's not like a huge amount of exploration advantage starting down where we are.
Bombs are fairly high. They are 38 when the max is 40.
So we'll value being able to get bomb drops. Level 4 is all the way in the southwest corner.
Level 4 is also a shape.
So, oh boy, first quest back half.
We know it's a shape because it's in the 5th column, whereas I am almost positive that you have to start either in, I'm pretty sure it's even the 3rd column, with one room to the left, and then you kind of diagonal up with the fatter part of the upper side of the dungeon being the one that extends over towards the dash column.
Yeah, you can start in 3rd or 4th column.
Here's confirmation that we are shapes and segmented.
Goodness. This could be highly linear depending on where the staircase drops us.
An early old man, so if you happen to get the book, say, in this dungeon, I think it's reasonable to go ahead and make the journey back that direction. There's only really one shutter door in your way, and the enemies don't take too long to kill to get there. Dungeon hints become a little less valuable the longer they sit, so I don't think we'd be coming back here for that prospective hint.
And already having the wand probably making a difference on Malkier's decision to stick around in here. Ursine's looking for some bombs.
Alright, will it drop us off in that little connector segment, or are we at the tail? I think that's actually pretty favorable, honestly.
Yeah, pretty much right in the middle. Could head over to the nice chunky group of rooms to the right without the key.
Well, this could be a staircase item. It could be a floor drop key, or something like a Triforce maybe, or the floor drop item itself. We need it to be something, though, because we can't go much further to the right at the moment. We cannot go up either. Although, if we got really, really crafty, we might be able to Kanana bomb, essentially, the way up.
Well, that's not going to help us out instantly, but it is a compass.
I am surprised that Malkier did not bomb the one spot that he could get into with 7 bombs. It's kind of an interesting call, but I suppose not wanting to spend much more time here, as there are other places we can find that are a bit smaller.
Maybe a bit friendlier on enemies as well. Another bomb shop at West Raft.
And Ursine's going to get trapped in this corner. That's the downfall being there. So she's probably going to leave as we worked our way down to 0 bombs, and the last things are not being nice and not dropping anything. And level 1 is actually Candle Row, so perhaps this play will work early on. We've got to go ahead and pirouette trick all these key doors open.
Well, more dark notes in here, but not too much fear with the wand. Pole's voice, hopefully there will not be like a room full of them.
Hey.
Taking the blue boomerang in level 1.
It is super early. You can pick things up for free with that, as long as they drop from an enemy and not the room. If you had level 1 being the dungeon to give you all the keys for free and let you go places on your bingo card, you're winning. I did not.
Yeah, this is interesting. Well, 2 key doors, but there is an open door down.
You could also potentially get a key out of this room. The most amusing drop for this room would be the Triforce, because you'd have to come back and re-clear this if you ventured too far.
Well, it's early enough in that you may not hate that. We just take it and then walk a couple rooms back in. Hard on the floor as well.
Well, this is a rather easy-shaped traverse for a level 1. I think eventually going to have to burn a key and go right, because there's just a bunch of key doors, and that might open up some movement. You can go back to start if you want, but I actually think burning a key in the room below where he's at now is the best spot to do it.
Yeah, 4 to the right, 2 up.
There's a 4th key, so we're plus 4. Plus 5.
Okay, we just walk around all these key doors because it's all together. There's a hint shop in the grave.
63 rupees to collect all 3. That's pretty good. This might be the Triforce room, potentially. The old man is below it, or Zelda's room. If Zelda's room is below, then we know that... well, it can't be because there's a key door on the right. So never mind, it's just the old man.
And we seem to be very committed to holding onto these keys. They're going to walk fully around those key doors.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with walking around all of them at this point. It's a bit silly once you get to this number. You're going to leave this dungeon probably plus 3 or plus 4. You don't burn that one because it's the old man. You have to go this one. And you will for sure now leave plus 4. That was not the wand, but that's okay. Wood arrows for 68 is not bad.
Yeah, blue candle for 59. Ooh,
Nice.
raft.
So we gotta go down a room and see what's there. If it's the compass, it's funny. And if it's Triforce, it's... There you go. Very funny.
So it is the Dig Dogger.
We'll be back later. Level 3 is in Death Mountain West-ish. It is the screen above the Grave Armos.
Alright, welcome to Lionel's.
Yeah, they were not on the overworld, so we knew this was coming to some degree.
I was going to say welcome to light blue. It's a very pleasant color. Malkier's bombed a bush.
Yep, that's -2 bombs for Malkier on things that don't potentially need the bombs. We do have a staircase to a item, which is a heart container. Given the overworld, getting up to 5 hearts is probably ideal, so that you can take the fairy fountain and get a little further and take 2 bops. Malkier, meanwhile, because he's down on health, just walked back to level 1 in shame and got a health refill to 3.
Yeah, it's a way to do it. It's a little bit of a shortcut from fully up and A-ing on the overworld. Left a heart back there, but that's okay.
Yep. At some point, can probably world wrap and get to the other side and maybe check. Ooh, we got the blue ring incoming. But could eventually use that as a way to get away from this side of Hyrule and perhaps check the raft spot over there as well as some other locations.
Yeah, going up the center of the overworld seems a little bit treacherous. Level 5 next to Vanilla Start. Ursine is continuing on up in the north, trying to get this screen scroll off.
Yeah, if you're doing the screen scroll from this side, you just have to go 1 pixel further back than normal and you use your sword when you're doing it, very much like a block clip. If you do that, it makes this whole move a lot easier, although we do eventually get there.
Yeah, there we go.
First staircase in 5 is always going to be a silly transport, because there's one that always exists in 5.
And full complement of bombs, and now for the second screen scroll over to the Forgotten Spot.
And yeah, it actually is the second staircase taken, so definitely a segmented 5 as well, and it looks pretty interesting. And it looks so interesting that Malkier is going to pirouette or just accidentally walk out.
Well, the last thing that level 5 needs is more staircases.
Well, no more bombs, so I believe we are leaving. Looks like we found the Innie roads. See where they're going.
Alright, below the desert to the south coast, and maybe taking a peek at a few things here real quick. Okay, just going back in.
Yeah, the Octoroks were being a little aggressive there, so she bailed off the screen.
Lost Hills?
She needs to find somewhere to get a little bit of health, as we really need to ideally stay on this side of the overworld. The sooner we get to that ladder, the better.
Okay, so a little bit of a walk back to the open caves, but quicker way to get there knowing that the Innie roads exist. And Malkier also has knowledge of an arrow shop now.
Yeah, nowhere near the money to take advantage of that, but once we get the money, perhaps it's useful, especially after we find the bow.
Yeah, before we get the bow, it's just kind of there for moral support.
looks like we have level 1 now for Ursine, and we will see if she stays here or if she runs. Speaking of running, one Wizrobe cannot outrun all the links on that screen, so another trip back to start.
All right, going a different direction for now on the overworld.
Yep, gonna dead end spot and then potentially world trap.
Or I don't think he has the grave routed in yet as well, so maybe this is some of that. Or back to 4?
Also a reasonable play at this point. We do have a bunch of keys now. I'm waiting for the orphaned bomb spot that was not touched to be the answer to at least the item. It would be most amusing for me and not for Malkier if it's the red ring sitting there.
Ursine really wants to re-roll the Dark Note and the Pulse Voice out of this room, and not having the wand is causing a little trouble at the moment.
No such luck on the massive troll being the bomb wall down there.
Well, it's unfortunate.
I would agree.
Behind door to the right.
Should be a drop of some sort, potentially. Nope, not this time. This looks like it has potential.
Alright, even got bombs back as well.
The other boomerang is now found. That's probably pretty low on the list of items Malkier was looking for.
Yeah, oh well, but getting close to the end of 4 without having to spend too many resources that we pilfered from 1. Looks like Ursine is going to end up on a relatively similar path, trying to dodge around the key doors just because 1 is decent about letting you walk around it, and Malkier takes Triforce of 4.
Yeah, the circle moat room is not as kind because it's got a lot going on there. I think Malkier might just go back to 4 and check up through the key doors, and if it doesn't work out, we say retry and no thanks to burning all our keys.
Yeah, this is definitely a walk straight back there.
Yeah, it's not that far of a walk. Again, you can conserve resources if you're concerned that the seed will take all the keys from you at any point.
Alright, round 2 for... I think round 2 anyway for Ursine heading up the middle of the overworld. All the Wizrobes got out of the way. Another bomb shop. It's really like shopper's paradise in the center here.
Yeah. Bunch of Pulse Voice here. This will be a very good place, whether it be here or otherwise, to put a bow underneath a bunch of things you have to whack repeatedly. I don't think... Well, Ursine Desire is going to get what we call the pity heart, but a very important heart given that we need to try and somehow get to the Armos statues, because that does open up combat.
Oh yeah, her being without the ladder explains some things as well, yeah.
Blue ring that we would probably take if we had the money, given how the overworld's been. And I think she's just going to Fairy Fountain now to try and ensure she can get across this. And another Dig Dogger block.
Alright, see you later, level 4. So if that is the bow, it is still through 2 rooms of bunnies as well.
Alright, we are at 5 hearts now. Only 4 of them are filled, so it's a little bit difficult to get take too many bops, I suppose. Yeah, oh,
That's a tough spot there.
yeah, and my advice would be kind of to ignore progressive routing at this point. For all you know, the red ring is underneath that Armos and solves a lot of this. So if I were in her shoes at this point, I think I'd probably stop trying to get through some of these really awful screens to clear whatever the spot is on the screen for dungeon checking, and just get over there and pick up the free item. Even if it's a heart, it gets you a little bit more leeway when dealing with your overworld.
She is going to find level 5.
Which is not going to be the easiest to clear, because you have to clear this room, I believe, to get into the first transport, and then there's a second transport beyond that. Or was it this screen? I don't know which one it was.
I believe this is a transport.
Maybe the other screen's the other transport? I think they're both transports.
It's okay, we're both right. More stairs and more places.
So now she's going to check to make sure they don't go to the same spot. Given where these two go, I would be of the belief that these two would probably connect via bomb walls at some point, and that the lower segment is smaller and 3 rooms. We have level 7 on Death Mountain. That's 33 rooms in first quest.
Yeah, this ought to be good.
Malkier probably would try Force and Go if he gets that early. Would love that. Can't have it, though.
Bomb upgrade for 118. Which Ursine could buy, but she's probably thinking about maybe saving for blue ring money.
Alright, so where are we going to go in level 5? Eventually you've got to bomb something. We have the bombs. I'm trying to think of what would be the biggest get here. I guess for her sake, Red Ring, to be quite honest, the flute actually would also be pretty big.
One-off room? Yep.
So this is a one-off room. This is interesting. There could be triple segment now in here, if that's one-off and so close. So I feel like Malkier did bomb around here.
Yeah, he did get the Triforce of 7, and he's popping back in for at least a second here.
There's an open door here, it's fine.
Haha, any key.
And now it's a staircase item, so you can decide what you want to do. Any key normally would be amazing. It's still definitely helpful, but we did actually have a handful of keys, so Malkier, you can't bomb in that room.
May have looked at his map and realized where he is now. But yeah, with the floor item out of the way, you just look for potential staircases, and you can do that for as long as you like. That's not one.
Level 7 will do this sort of thing. It will give you a whole bunch of push blocks in it. Oh, not that screen. Go up. I would go the Lost Hills, I think, if I were ursinedasyure. And that is where we're going.
Yeah, I think she might not have peeked where the last any road actually lands, but still got some things to do here.
Alright, we are getting 37 more rupees here. We're at 210, that's 21 away. So one more medium secret will do it. More blue landmos.
Yeah, the ones that he charged straight through on his first trip in.
We don't have a bomb to force a bomb in this room, so unless this drops a pack, we're done.
Well, unless there was another key door over here, maybe. Or a bomb hole.
Alright. We see the ladder. Whoa! Almost gave the Gibdo a hug.
They're still coming.
Oh no! No.
Well, the knowledge is there.
So the trick to a screen like that is you can... Well, we're going to see if this is an item, and then I'll talk about it. Okay, it's the staircase to transport. The trick there, if you're trying to get the spawn to change, is you need to change the route on the overworld you take. So if you want it to change, you can go up a screen and go left one, and go back and back down again, and that will change the route. You can also walk around the Gibdo and go all the way to the bottom of the screen, do the transition down there, and that will also create a different pattern. If you continually go back in with the same exact pattern, it will continue to also produce the same pattern.
Malkier has basically walked the path of level 6 in 7, but did manage to get some bombs.
What are we going to find here? A trip back to the other reverse? Yeah. From one reverse C to another.
Wonderful.
Level 2. The question is, did ursinedasyure get the knowledge of the wand on the coast? The answer is no. We have the item staircase now in 7. What is it? I mean, given the overworld, not a terrible find, but I think we're looking for progression to the point where I don't think he'll be thrilled.
I mean, the white sword item is progression somewhere.
Yep. And again, never have to go back there now. And we managed to skip probably 12 rooms.
It didn't make out too badly for walking around without bombs for a little bit as well. Come on, Guria.
Alright, nothing in this room. Red Guria are at least low, so you can potentially farm bombs in a room without bubbles. This blue Guria is gonna be mean here in a minute. Oh, she turned and got the... basically dodged a boomerang there that otherwise would have hit her. If you turn at the right time, the boomerang will go right through you.
Yeah, this game has interesting things with directionality. Level 3.
Yeah, we know that level 3 has a lot of these guys in it. I believe all that ursinedasyure pulled out of this is this heart container. I don't believe she ever saw the floor item in here.
Yeah, that's all I've got. And level 2 also has Pulse Voice in it, so we're still running around a whole bunch of dungeons without a bow where it would be helpful. And there's another Dig Dogger. So the early ladder, like, gets you combat. It's helped us in a circle mode room thus far.
It's definitely getting Malkier through rooms faster than his opponent has been able to clear rooms. So it's increasing the lead, even though it hasn't built a massive lead at this point. I think over time it has built a small lead.
Yeah.
Double heart 3, so leaving earlier when she couldn't make it any further is not going to hurt ursinedasyure. So we're still okay. And there's a Triforce get, as I think Malkier's not too far from his as well in 3.
Yep, we can clear this room. It's alright, 3 Triforces to 1.
Well, there's a shoot room. Is that the room below the double moat? I believe it is.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So you can most likely bomb through to the right in the double moat room. Doesn't look like she's going to try it. Maybe just wants the ladder at this point.
Maybe doing some of what you were mentioning as well, just continuing to check off screens, see where the levels are. Malkier's heading to West Death Mountain with 5 bombs.
Yep, that will clear the entirety of that, so that will help.
Alright. Oh no!
I feel like a Dusk is going to get hit again, because that is, she got charged by that statue, and that kind of impacted what was going on there, I think.
Yeah, I think there was some knockback in there that just got her a little too far away.
Yeah, we have 5 hearts now, so again, can make it a little further.
Getting the kind of trivia in chat that I don't know. How many places has Dig Dogger appeared in the Zelda series?
Let me think about that for a minute. It appears in mostly 5 and 7 in the original. And then if we're talking about the series beyond that, there's just so many bosses that are like one-off bosses in series that I can't say it's the least.
Did find First Quest level 8.
Gonna find the transport first, or are we gonna find one of the items? Predictable.
So from what we've seen, I believe this... No, I'm just not going to say anything yet. Alright, maybe ladder take 3?
Well, she can take 2 hits if she gets through the screen without taking more than half a heart of damage, which she just did. So now she can only take the single bop. But this pattern will work, and it's slow, so this is the guaranteed grab of the ladder.
Yeah, it was perfect conditions. That's a Triforce room of 8.
You have no bombs, so you take this because you can't do anything in this room. It's essentially a dead end. And if we have no bombs, I think actually we're dead end, period. We're 14 rupees away from Blue Ring territory, which I would say 100% chance we will see on both sides, essentially, in the sea, just because of how bad the combat on the overworld is.
Okay, a little bit walkable. An 8.
Oof. Another door repair. We're further away again.
Yeah, it's down 18 rupees. Are we gonna get that back?
Well, it's 1 medium from being something we can get. Now, not so much. The next question is, will she make it to the coast? Not with the way we're currently going, but we will get both of these checks done. Malkier being trolled by the single push block in 8. So that spot opens. I don't know that we really want to clip that yet, though. I mean, it's gonna, well, we're gonna do it. And it's just a potion cave, which the red potion's actually extremely cheap, and the blue is quite a bit more expensive.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Well, the screen above that is just blue Octoroks, so we could definitely walk back around. I'm interested to see where Ursine goes once she gets the wand, because that does open up the ability to clear dungeons more effectively.
Yeah, she's got her pick of a couple different things that she's already seen for revisits.
Yeah, there's nothing particularly deadly as a full screen between here and the coast, so I think she'll get there.
Yeah, hugging the cave just in case, gets another heart. Super safe.
Yep, she can take double bops twice here. Now just once, but that is not going to be enough damage from the Moblin. Now can zoom a little bit through some of these screens and at least get health refills so that when we find the blue Wizard screens, it won't be too brutal. This Octorok is doing its best to avoid death. It's cheated death now for 20 seconds before getting it. See where Malkier ends up going next. We know that this raft spot's not necessarily that useful, but it does eliminate the raft checks, and she won't have to go back to see that spot anymore. I think mostly has to make it to Vanilla 5 area now, as far as checks that she doesn't have on this side of the overworld.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Might also opt back into 2 with the ladder in hand. It's also over here. I believe it's to the right.
That's correct. That makes a lot of sense.
And we haven't seen even a heart in here yet, have we? So this has 2 items still.
Yeah, I have nothing down for this.
So I'm almost certainly going to the right first. We know below is not going to be that useful because it's just a shoot room, so unless it has a drop in it, which it can, though rare, I think we'll have to go to the right eventually here. It might be the map even.
Well, a map of a shape is nothing.
But that key door to her left, there's the map. That key door to the right gives away what the dungeon's doing to some degree. You know it bombs, basically, off that alone. And the reason you know that is because 2 cannot be any larger than level 3. So you don't really have enough rooms for it to logically circle around that often. It did in this case, but still, it would have had to circle around and leave that room. Ooh, silver's there. That's good.
Oh, well.
Death is taken, but not that big of a deal. You can walk back there. But yeah, the minus... essentially, that room not existing would require even more traversable terrain in the form of extra rooms. So that's why you would almost always assume that bomb will opens.
Get right back to those silvers and finally have one item that we actually need to finish the seed.
Yep, I would essentially mark them with 3 HP. We're going to body our way to it and take it. Or maybe not. Oh, we got it.
We gotta do a little more exploration. Might as well try to stay alive.
Well, these guys go down in a hurry. Everybody's one hit from death, though. And the bow. Hey. So now suddenly, item-wise, Malkier is not far from the dungeon he needs to go to get go mode items. And actually, the scene outside of the flute is now potentially beatable. We might need the power bracelet, sure, but the flute might be the last time we need.
I don't have White Sword Heart. Well, okay.
Yeah, 6 and 9 are what I didn't see yet, although I could have missed things while watching one screen, not the other.
Yeah, that's what I have as well.
But we do have a lot of screens still that we can check. We haven't checked Waterfall, we haven't checked the river, and I didn't see either runner make it into East Death Mountain, only Western from Malkier.
East Death Mountain is where Malkier found 7. I don't know if he walked over to First Quest level 9 of the open cave, though.
I see. So far, to me, it looks like we might have to redig some things, though. I would probably suggest that the runners start with... well, I don't know if... Ursine's probably going to start on a lot lower number dungeon and find out the hard way that they're flute blocked. Through no fault of her own, whereas Malkier, I think, is best off going back to 8, probably with bombs in the end, if nothing else is up here.
Yeah, we really got nothing out of 8. It has the most potential value having done 1.
Your other option is 5 without map knowledge, whereas 8 you have a first quest 8, so you have the map if you want it on your tracker. And it has 3 items instead of 2, so that also is a good benefit.
Yeah, 5 seems like it's really going to be a true find the bomb hole adventure until we find the map in there.
I definitely think the middle of it is the middle staircase. There's one really up high to the left, and there's one 3 or 4 screens away from it in the more centralized portion of the dungeon. I think that's where the bomb walls will start to open. We know it really won't be the top one. There's a chance it's the bottom for the entry segment, not being a segment at all. Did Malkier ever check the grave? He's beelining somewhere. I'm not sure where.
I think he was there at some point. It was just a bit ago. And there isn't a whole ton there.
Fair enough. Oh, I see. 2% chunk is alerting us where Mags is. That now explains exactly what this is. It's a combat advantage for Malkier, for a little while at least. I think ursinedasyure will get the potential to get to that pretty quickly. 1 heart being a 3 accessible. And then I don't think she found the any road on the river spot, nor I think there's one more that she perhaps has not seen yet.
She was just at the river spot, so she should have that one, but yeah. Unless I just saw the wrong person.
I did check to see if she made it there. I know I saw her spinning. Well, there's also a pretty easy heart to get at 8. 4 will not have any hearts. It will just have a rotten banana at this point since it's been sitting here for a while. But I don't disagree at all with where Malkier is. I think this was where we both kind of felt would be the best place to get items the fastest.
Yeah, with Magical Sword, you can really carve it up at this point.
Hey, in case you didn't get the Magical Sword, have this White Sword. That's actually favorable for his opponent in this case, as she doesn't have the hearts for Magical Sword for at least 2 more.
That's the second time he's found an item that's a strict downgrade to something he already has. Got extra bombs from the Dodongos.
Well, here's a potential for the end of level 8 dig.
Yeah, pretty quickly if so.
Malkier would be looking for bows, silvers, or flute out of this. In reality, it can only be the flute. Flute could have also been in 5. Power Bracelet could have also been here, because that could have opened dungeons.
Alright, time to get started on flute spots.
I would be heading probably to 1 first just to knock it out and go onward, but looks like maybe going down to check the second item in 4 just to see if it's a progression seed. It could also be the Power Bracelet and still be progression while knocking out this flute spot.
Got Star Tropics on the flute. Yeah, I just remembered what the situation in 4 was.
Lots of dark nuts and a couple of rooms of Pole's voices as well.
And then a dig dogger.
Yep.
So he's still gonna end up going through these Pole's voice without without the bow, which ends up not being too bad to actually do, but it just hasn't been over to 2 yet.
Yeah, I bet you he panics when he sees 2's items like that, because that's he's otherwise feeling good about the combat blocks and the flute block in the seed, as you kind of assume that your opponent also is kind of going smallest to largest dungeon setup, and 8 is technically the largest, although people prioritize that over Shape 6 and First Quest 7. I hear you. Well, wait a minute. We have the... Wasn't it a floor nanner? Nope. Floor heart. I'm a fool. It was floor magic nanner, not regular.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, it's on a floor. It's just slightly different one than the dungeon floor. I mean, it was pretty nice having the second Dig Dogger behind the first Dig Dogger. Malkier, you're going to finish off one real quick.
And now the lead's starting to spiral a little bit. It still requires... I'm trying to think of what would be the trolliest situation. I guess Power Bracelet being in 5 is probably the worst case scenario left. With a map that's not easily found. Either that or a miss mark of the screen that has 2. That's the other thing that could hurt Malkier.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. That's what we know.
Level 5 is where we are, and I think... Oh, let's see. I'm almost positive we bombed in this land molar room, so I think that Malkier's probably likely to head to the one-off rooms and try and figure out which one has the opening. Because your other option is to basically bomb the room to the right, or to bomb more left.
Alright. Ready for disappointment? Nothing.
Yeah. I think Ursine had that room cleared, so it's going to come down to the second one.
Erstein walking back through the grave. We do get a spot that opens in the main area. Hello, Tektites. Alright, so most of the dungeon is over this way, but got a couple of rooms that lead off from the second staircase. You absolutely had to go up in that other room with no obvious doors leading out of it.
I'm really surprised that the first segment is as big as it is. We'll have enough for a bomb upgrade, so if we find that, it's helpful. I would think for certain we'll see it purchased. Red Candle is a no thanks at this point because we're pretty deep in. And we need bombs to get any further, so unless this is our item, we've made it this way for nothing, I think. Ta-da! Well, I mean, this could actually be a segmented section of 5 as well. It is not, though. And we're still need a bomb drop.
No such luck.
This room will not have a drop. Not 100% sure where we'd be going now. Yeah. Just need bombs. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, gotta clear it at some point, but...
If it were me... Well, that'll change the decision, but... If it were me, I would be fluting to 7 and just grabbing the bomb upgrade there and calling it a day.
Your sign's back into 3 and I should be able to finish it.
Or if she continues to clear this room and up A's... Up A. Oh. If she up A'd, that room respawns and she could do that a couple more times, get the blue ring, and then start really making progress. Is one of those tricks that you have to know exists, though.
It's maybe a little deep in, but yeah, it doesn't hurt. It's easier to work with a respawn rupee boss when it's close to where you actually come in. Ah, lovely compass next to the Triforce in 5. And we have a red ring. 2 red items.
That one we will pick up.
It's maybe a little unfortunate, because if you can make it deeper into 5, you can get the red ring.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing to actually locate, though, so I don't blame her for not being able to find it at this point. Also, don't blame the old man for getting zapped there. Oh, Lambos. Made it through. I think there's just 3 blue Lionels in the next room, so it should be doable. And we also, I think, have the shutter door on the other side of it that leads us back to start-ish.
Yeah, the way in from the other side is super short. And she has both hearts, so she is done here.
Level 6 is simply on the coast. I thought I just heard music as well that changed. Are they both down there on the coast?
I think you were right, yeah.
Yep, 2% chunks confirming we did hear the music for 9, so actually nothing in the end is blocked. This 6 is left aligned as they all are, seemingly, in shapes. And it's ugly.
So 9 was on the super terrible screen that we died on before.
Yeah, that one's not so important to find as early, but what we still haven't found for Malkier is the Go Mode dungeon. So that is still buying his opponent quite a bit of time.
And entering near the right edge of 6 and using your last bomb to get through here as well could be a somewhat comprehensive look into this. Well, there are some bombs on the floor.
They had an entire room, High Zelda's room, of bomb droppers, but got it off the floor instead. ursinedasyure is going to find Mags, not be able to pick it.
Yeah, now it's 9 hearts.
We'll get to swag walk back in thanks to, I presume, the red whiz robe. And it's a 40 rupee punishment or leave your heart. And at 13 hearts and red ring and magical sword, Malkier is more interested in just keeping money for perhaps bomb upgrade. Which he'd have to go back to a dungeon now, probably 7.
Ursine now has plenty of money.
Ha ha ha. This game has jokes. It's a double dip 6 for Malkier.
Wonderful.
In case you're wondering, that is the Goma room. And Malkier has to dig this because he doesn't have the bow or the silvers, which are both in an easier spot. So, again, not completely over, despite what the Triforce count looks not even remotely closely over yet, because Malkier still has to clear another, 20 rooms of 6. And I think outside of level 8, and then the 6-9 double whammy on the coast, I think ursinedasyure has all of the dungeons located.
Well, she does now with 8. Or actually, she might need 7 as well, but not too far from that either.
Fair enough. There's the Y-Force. I don't know that actually changes what she would have done too much. She would have gone through the staircase, I think, and that would have been that. Definitely needs to go pretty far into this dungeon to be able to get the flute, as I believe it is in the middle right. And we're gonna need, I think, 2 bombs minimum. We got a bomb from the... What was the drop that? Was it a force or was it a shenanigans? Maybe there's a red Gorilla in the room or something. Speaking of shenanigans, the bubble fully shenanigans ursinedasyure there.
That looks like it dropped off of Ire.
Nice. Note the rupee count. 229, 228, 227.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate.
She's pretty close to what she would need for the defensive upgrade that's the easiest to find. Meanwhile, Malkier is wondering where in the world some items are in the 6. Or at least one of the items still is out there. I haven't checked to see his side in a bit, so maybe he's found one. Floor heart. So, looking for the stair.
Seems like paths for the recorder, you have to go around to the left, maybe?
No, I'm pretty sure this is the room.
Oh, okay.
This is the room I kind of felt it was. I could be wrong. No, it's one more down. 2 more down, I think, from here. My bad. I thought it was that one, but that's just the fake one.
Oh, and this does bomb. Okay. So there is an easier way.
This is the same looking room. I think this might be it.
Oh, we got sucked back into the bomb hole, I think. So dueling rooms with blue gorillas.
Well, there's one room we skipped way up at the top, and I think that's the room Malkier has to walk back to now.
Recorder for Ursine. Don't need much else in here. But maybe missing 3 dungeons, you're thinking maybe potential overworld blocks.
There is combat in here. It is a couple rooms away. I think it's left 1, up 1.
Yeah, something like that. It's just on the floor as well.
I want to say the other staircase is also up that way. I feel like I know Malkier didn't get to the bottom of this dungeon at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's both over to the left, but not like fully over, like near the Triforce.
Alright, Malkier, what are we going to find in here? That's not the room. It's up. Up top. 3 more rooms up.
Oh, it's the room you couldn't bomb into from the south.
Wonder what stopped him on the other side. Maybe just didn't want to burn the bomb. I don't remember there being a second Goma blocking that way.
No, not in that room.
Well, just didn't want to bomb. couple of pancakes away from what presumably is sadness. Worst case scenario for him would be Power Bracelet to open up spots in the overworld.
Ursine's got her money back.
Heart Container. So we're done here.
Heart.
So I think that actually that death I think helps. So now she might just go down here. Well, she got to take the staircase to nothingness. So perhaps not. Yeah, if you just go back and go down, I think that's probably the better play to make. You have the ability to open up this side.
For people that like high density plays, that's one of those.
You just got a bomb down here, which we do. It opens. I think the staircase is pretty much immediate too. It's not very deep in here. Not that I think it's this room, but it's not far away. Oh, it is this room. That's what I get for predicting things. This potentially opens up Magical Sword way over to the left of the screen on Death Mountain still. It is 50-50 for her to be able to get that now.
Yeah, we're starting to gather steam, and then the white sword should be down through this key door.
Expect her to go up first. And then debatable if you burn the bomb first. She does not, and that will make it quicker. There we go. Out we go. Problem is, she now really has to burn through dungeons in a hurry. She'll have to go mode 7, essentially, by finding the Triforce and just motoring. Which is doable. I don't remember it being super deep in.
Yeah, at least some of these are going to be quick revisits.
Is she going to go left first and try, or is she just going to call it good on white? Looks like white sword. Nope. She went a couple of inches right on the screen and then said, no, I'm going to go back and look.
Level 2 for Malkier.
Yeah, this is starting to become the beginning of the end now, as he should be able to clear this dungeon out in full, and will know that the go mode is achieved here. It is, in fact, 11 hearts on the nose. Gonna flute somewhere. I'll see if the red kills her. I think the red's gonna kill her before this gets there. Ooh, wow.
That's nifty.
This is... I guess that was not 2 that she flew. That was not 8 either, was it? Was that 5?
That is 3. So
That's
she
3.
has a Triforce of 3.
Fair enough.
Which, yeah, we saw her get that. That was just 3 blue Lionels. She's done there. And she's going to find 7.
Yep, she's not going to know that the other 2 dungeons she needs to find are way far away.
Silvers. And next door.
Have to clear next door, I think, to see the bow, but that won't take long. I think that'll actually scare Malkier a little bit.
Yeah, but even if you get scared, you gotta play your game.
ursinedasyure going straight past that bomb upgrade. Since I got 240 rupees, I want something else first. But yeah, what's really funny about this is, despite the Triforce disparity, I think outside of level 5 and level 4, all of them are really early. Like, she could just go mode this right now and come back later. I don't know that she will.
Yeah, she unfortunately missed the any key, but if she chooses a different direction to go in, then it could be not too bad to find. Okay, she's walking.
I think this is the right play easily. The any key could definitely help later, but you know it's an hour and 15 in. You just now are kind of getting your footing on the seed. See what happens after this dungeon or this location. She should have a potion still. So you can up A or you can flute away.
No potion. I didn't think she bought a potion when she actually peeped the prices before, and that seems to be the case.
Fair enough.
Triforce out of 2 for Malkier.
I think the Blue Ring shop is pretty close to here, so I think it's this screen maybe.
There we go. Blue ring.
Alright, now has to go fast. Has to go to level 1, get that Triforce. Has to go to 4 to get that Triforce, and probably see an item, which I want to say is on the other side of the dungeon, and she may not have seen the boomerang even.
Looks like this will be 1 first.
I'm not sure if she got to see that the Dig Dogger was the answer in here, and that may hurt her clearance speed here a little bit. I want to say this room gave her trouble, because the priority number 1 enemy is the Blue Dark Nut in this room.
Yeah, I think she had a couple of deaths in here.
It will not give her the same amount of trouble now. And there is the blue boomerang on the floor. Might have picked that up at 10 minutes. Almost picked it up anyways. Thought about it.
Yeah, not quite so valuable in hour 17. Welcome to level 9.
Yep, this is first quest 9, so it's 57 rooms, 56 of which we can access immediately, potentially, and, well, up to 56 you can access pre-Ganon. Always a small chance that one or the other is blocking rooms.
Looks like we can charge nearly straight to the top. Yeah, all the way to the top from the bottom of the skull.
Well, we've eliminated 23 rooms from the list already.
Yeah, listening for Ganon, not in the...
Roar.
Oh!
This could be a relatively quick 9, pending where he is. He is through the door there. So this might be one of those really fast 9s. Also could still get trolled by, in this case, Ganon, since we've seen Zelda on the screen. Let's see. Will this be the answer? And ursinedasyure has found the heart on the floor, which will guarantee Mags as it wasn't the answer. This will give her the compass, though, and she'll try and go straight up, only to find a little bit of a trolley situation with a raft and then an old man. She didn't even need that. Thought about it for a second.
So we went straight up in a line in 9 and then straight down in a separate line, so let's do something different.
Key refund here, so we'll be at 3 keys leaving. That's not terrible. I think Malkier probably bombs up here, keep himself 1 away from the right. So could technically drop a compass in this room. It's unlikely. It would be on the perimeter top corner. having a blast clipping on the spot here. I'm not great with the Wizrobe sprite, so I don't know where the marker is at to do it.
Well, the bubbles are also being very helpful as well.
Yeah, but they aren't as big of a deal. If you hit the right spot, they don't hit you, I don't think. I have seen a couple key doors open in here, so if his opponent gets into this 9, we'll still need some keys. Have to go down to check one additional room here just to make sure, and it is not the answer. May check first stair anyways. Bomb pack on the floor, so that got him from 3 to 7.
It looks like Ursine is going to try some recorder spots and also take 2 of this screen.
Yep, and she will potentially find level 6 and level 9 here shortly.
Hi, Moldorms.
We're back where we started in the line. She needs to get her bomb pack out for this screen. Getting punished for not doing so. More dig doggers. One of which potentially could be in the way.
Yeah, the bosses seem to be coming in pairs.
I have to bomb up? Well, maybe right. I think bombing up, if we haven't yet. Deciding against it, gonna bomb left somewhere, maybe?
Left from here?
Tried bombing up, apparently, so I gotta go left here, as you noted. Could be magic staircase situation pretty soon. I believe this was where we originally were. This is the large linear path.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't so valuable to bomb back over here after all, but...
Maybe go back towards Ganon? Do we bomb everything over there yet? I think there's a key door north, actually, as well, in the room that the staircase takes you to, so that might be what we do.
Looks like that's the move.
Alright, I think ursinedasyure is going to get her map in this 5 shortly. If she bombs up, I believe that's where it was.
Yeah, I believe that's right. And then you get to play a little less Find the Bomb Hole. There we go.
Might be able to get to the right here directly. I don't remember Malkier tried this. He did. Okay, so that also doesn't bomb for her as well, but she can go up and now knows it's double transport set up. And I think the Triforce and the Red Ring are pretty close together up there.
Yes. Red Ring should be the... So the Triforce is the room under the 5, and the Red Ring should be under that.
See if she has the bombs to get there. I'm going to guess the bomb upgrade by default then is in the original segment on the right side of the unbombable wall. We're still looking at 9, so what was initially looking like a fast 9 has pretty much pumped the brakes on Malkier. He's got quite a bit of room set up. I think this could technically be her. No, not it. Think this will be the transport to get back to the bottom, which she will take. I don't think there's anything down here outside of the bomb upgrade, which she's 3 rupees from if she decides to burn bombs down here.
You've been in that room. Don't need to bomb into it. There we go. Yeah, Ganon is down. I'm wondering if we need to get to the bottom of the 4th column. Something like that.
Yeah, there is... Oh, there's a bomb wall over here. Yeah, I think staircases pretty soon have to be the answer. Outside of that one spot that I saw exist on this map that kind of goes 2 directions. Even if that's a shoot room, you should be able to go one of the ways.
Yeah, there's definitely a chute. Didn't quite see which spot that was.
No more bombs for Malkier. That could come into play for a little bit. What's in here? Book is... Oh... Have you seen the old men in here? I think you gotta take that, Malkier.
Alright, we're taking it.
It might tell you what drops the compass or the quadrant, although I think the quadrant's probably solved at this point. Well, no, it's not. It could be the northeast still or the southwest. I don't think there's much opportunity for the northwest to be the answer anymore. I think there's 1 room left.
Yeah, I think we should have seen a door by this point if it was in the northwest.
Yeah, ursinedasyure is going to have to go back through the transport now and go up into the top right. She can also bomb this room. It is another old man, I'm pretty sure. So I think we only saw the one directly up in the after the first transport into the other semi-large segment.
Yep.
Power Bracelet 9. Very good. Thank you, game.
Important items in 9.
Pretty sure that was guaranteed. I think we saw every item via Malkier. But,
yeah, 2% Chunkus just went and filled them out like several minutes ago, because he knows.
The beast awaits to the southwest. Gotta try and go down somewhere here. What was down through this room?
We definitely saw this key, I think, but then didn't go any further.
We didn't go down from here. We went left. Hey, another dig dogger blocking a potential staircase. So I think if Zelda's down here, it's pretty much over. It won't be this room. This is another transport. I think we've gone to the northeast a little bit already.
So we could see, can we charge up in this column?
Well, 1 more room and then we get to turn around again. Oh, nope, this ain't it either. So northeast or a single room. That could technically be it in the northwest.
Oh, there's a little room on the west for something, yeah.
Yeah, but you have to get access to it somehow, so one of the rooms by default won't technically be it. And we would have seen it on this southwest corner. There's still 1 room over here, but you were guaranteed that. Probably via this spot right here. Bomb upgrade is +4 for what it's worth.
Not too shabby.
Might be a one-off staircase as well. That would be the more entertaining answer.
Looks like it's going to be a full clear of 5.
Yeah, she decided to go get the bomb upgrade. I don't think I blame her for that move, to be honest.
It is a refill as well.
The only problem is you're basically... You have to know you're an hour 30 likely to be behind based on where you saw ladder, bow, and silvers in this one. So you know every minute you are spending in this dungeon, you are likely that much closer to your opponent finishing. She also knows that the last room in here is guaranteed to be her staircase item, but requires a key. And she has only one left now, 0.
Transport staircase in the left eye takes us back to Manhandla.
Yep, so you can either bomb left here, or bomb left in the room below. And then from there it is magical. Okay.
No.
The trolls continue. Stab is deserved.
Well,
This staircase could be it.
yeah. Reverse C. Lots of blue Lionels. Ursine has the Triforce of level 5 and the red ring.
Mm-hmm. Still going to need quite a bit of assistance to get back in this, though. Again, that lack of keys, I think, stymies you in 6 immediately. You've been down there, Malkier. You now, I guess now, pretty much down to the northeast. I guess I saw some issues there in the southeast now that I look at it more closely. This is slightly helpful. Bombing down here. Alright, super suspect.
Oh, wow.
I mean, extremely suspect.
Okay, back we go.
I would up A, I think. She has to be south of that room almost certainly at this point, so you have to get back over to the right. I'm not sure if there's a walkable path there. I felt like we bombed our way over there at some point, or bombed out of that area. It was on the northern side that we bombed out back to our original line.
Yeah, this point up in A is closer.
Map for ursinedasyure. She's only 2 rooms away from the Triforce in go mode.
And she can kill his Goma right away, so...
There's a potential for Magic Staircase to actually be the answer still, as our tracker is noting some vertical shoot over there. That is a one-off staircase. We are up-Aing for sure, right? Yeah,
Oh,
that is an
beautiful.
up-A. First quest 9. Everybody complains about second quest back half. Here you go. Eat your heart out with this first quest 9.
Yeah, all the staircases, and then if you do shapes, you get exactly as many staircases. It's a great time.
Alright, Ursine's going back to level 4. Technically not over. You don't even need to dodge the Wizrobes right now. You can tank these. I don't know about that bomb wall. I guess looking for the staircase, but we've passed so many staircases. I mean, literally so many staircases. Kill that Tektite. You could have a compass in here. It could tell you which one of the 2 is going to bomb and which one won't for sure.
I think he cleared this room before, but...
Don't believe so. He left the last one in here last time. And now is out of bombs. So now needs to go find some.
Okay, he left the last one, alright.
I mean, it had a bubble in it. It would have had to have been a splitting enemy. I'm not sure if what the enemy set is anymore, to be honest. Need this to be a bomb drop in a bad way. Ursine's going to be restricted from going up in level 4. That will save her some time. It's only a heart up there, but the problem is this key door is required, and she has none.
And I believe from way earlier we saw this is the compass, so not going to help us.
Need bombs. Will we get bombs? The other side needs a key. Will we find a key? What are we going to find first? She's going to have to farm a lot of money to get the keys. So your best bet is probably to go back into 6 if you're looking for a key. You could also find this secret for 1 rupee. We do have several spots we could open for money. Could also get door repaired, though. Malkier is not grabbing bombs. This is actually going to be really bad for him, as I'm pretty sure you have to have bombs.
I think this is a walk to recorder lake.
Yeah,
or a grave recorder. Okay.
Okay, we're going to go in from this side, which is a dig dogger. There's a 37 secret that gets us, I think, 7 rupees away. If I remember, it was 65, which is obtained now.
Yeah, we definitely have enough now. Here's the shoot room.
There, yeah, I was going to say, that is... if we can't bomb up in this room to the right, which we cannot because it is... The kidnapped guards the compass. Thanks a lot, game. Thanks a lot.
Oh, key purchase for Ursine.
So you have to magic staircase, Malkier. You have to know that at this point. Either that or it's a broken seed, which would be even more comical. Play an hour and 37 minutes to replay it.
Oh my.
I don't think Malkier would be impressed with that. I feel like the majority of the staircases we saw that Malkier passed were on the left side of this dungeon in the northwest. I feel like we saw a couple there. So perhaps that is where Malkier will go first. And you know, we talk about this sometimes. Keys can both help you and hurt you. They can hurt you by prohibiting you from getting a Triforce in 4. They could also force you to take more staircases because you can't burn through key doors, which may allow ursinedasyure to get the right staircase to finding Zelda quickly in 9. Whether or not she'll have the time before Malkier finds the answer himself, yet to be seen.
Malkier does not appear to be tracking as 9, so kind of going off memory.
Yeah, I don't full track 9. I only track staircase rooms. So I'm kind of similar, but also I hate trying to figure out where I left staircases.
Yeah, so at this point it's just like find every stair room and re-clear it, and then maybe at this point you could mark it off in your map and be like, okay, I've been there.
Alright, gotta go right here. Come on, Ursine. You don't have anything else in your outside of an any key that helps you. You've really got a motor now. I believe this was this the boomerang or the prank? Well, technically both are pranks.
I think the single block prank was in another dungeon. I think this is our boomerang.
Yep, it will be staying there. Yeah, Malkier is just running in circles right now. He's completely lost as to where he needs to go. So what seemingly was against all odds moments ago is now not so much, as we'll be fluting to 6, and ursinedasyure will make it into 9 with a chance to get the great equalizer kind of finish.
Just a cage room at the bottom of the left tip of the skull.
I don't know that do we ever check that room for a staircase? I guess we have, as we're running straight past it. I don't know why he's not testing it otherwise, so I'm going to assume he's already seen it. Alrighty. Ursine, given the lack of keys, I don't know if she makes it to the transport stair that gets you to Ganon first. I don't remember how many key doors up are required, if any.
I think it may have taken a bomb. I don't remember key doors.
I don't remember there being a bomb.
Okay, we'll find out then.
Malkier going down here to the bottom, which I don't think was a transport. I think it was just a normal room. At what point does he start checking stairs? I mean, that is legitimately what has to be the answer. He's been in every other spot around this part.
Ursine's gonna go right.
He's going to go up. He's going to see a key door that could have worked if the chute wasn't here. And if this wouldn't bomb to the right, then, you know, that stops you. You can get up in the top room, but we bomb down from there almost certainly.
Yeah.
We do have a key for ursinedasyure, so she has a key. This gets you to the one off staircase, or so we thought. Apparently not anymore. And I think he's long since forgotten that he's actually been in the room to the right. So he's probably going to bomb it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we didn't bomb left because he realized he'd been in that room, so didn't need to that time.
Here's a staircase in the middle of the...
There was...
Yeah, this is the power bracelet.
There was a key door on the way up.
Alright, so she won't find the way to the immediate Ganon route, although I feel like there was a way to go left at start. No, there's not. So you have to burn a key to get anywhere in this dungeon, pretty much.
Malkier has a room unexplored on the southwest, which I think he is going to try and get to.
Yeah, this room he has already cleared because I remember him getting spat out in this manhandler room.
Yeah, this, I believe, goes to southwest. Oh no, I guess the eye, that's right.
Okay, so there's still more up in the top left that he saw late and just didn't take. I think he took one of them, and it was what we considered to be the troll, and the other one was abandoned. Ursine, I think, can technically bomb up in the Chevy room, and bomb down as well, but bomb down doesn't do much. It's unfortunately not helpful. Bombing right doesn't exist, so you have to go up or down. This connects to this one. I don't know that we took that ever, but now we have. This one, I don't remember if we got spat on the other side of this. He took it 2 minutes ago, according to chat. They all are starting to bleed for me since I'm not tracking his 9 staircases. And Ursine's not far from being able to find keys. It's just unfortunate. Like, she has one bomb wall that she can actually use. I think the key door is actually in the next room over and up that she didn't burn.
I've now opened up a Z helper, by the way, so I'll at least do that.
I'm putting money on it. It's in the northwest to go to the north, or not the, yeah, it's in the northwest to go to the northeast. That would be my expectation of this. I don't have perfect memory of a seat I'm not playing, but I very much recall seeing a staircase not checked up here. He's been in this room at least 15 times, this specific tea room in the west. He's taken the staircase in this eye multiple times as well. He needs to get to the northwest. That's where his answer is almost certainly, in my opinion. Ursa needs to bomb left or start maneuvering that direction in general.
Okay, going back to the northwest to go through those doors with the manhandler. Check that a little more thoroughly.
Yep, this is where he needs to be, I'm pretty sure, to find the staircase he wants. So I think there's a room to the left, and I want to say there's another one down from here, and both of these were not checked. And then there's another one further in that's a book that he's picked up. Hey,
Success.
found it. It's over. Compass was not picked up. Shame on him. But it's a 1 hour 46:05 finish.
Alright, GG's to Malkier taking game 1. Both players in 9 at the end. Just magic staircase to Zelda can cause havoc sometimes.
And with that, after a good deal of exhaustion for all, we have the finish by Malkier, and he has joined us.
Hello.
I know you're also keeping a little bit quiet because of surroundings, but my goodness. The magic staircase eluded you for quite a while, and you went from, I think, 4 Triforces ahead and Go mode ahead to not so much.
Yeah. I could not find a staircase. I had to have every room that I possibly could, plus every wall marked that I could possibly do it, and somehow I missed that one in the upper left corner.
You were, when you went up there the first time, you were still missing rooms up there, and I think eventually found kind of a dead end in a book, if I want to remember it correctly. And once you grab the book, you up 8 instead of checking any of that, and then started to circle around after realizing that between Ganon guards the compass in this case and a vertical shoot room that you were magic staircase. And yeah, I think from there it was kind of repeating the same stairs a handful of times before ultimately making your way back up there and finding the answer. But yeah, it was a quick Ganon and not so quick Zelda in your case, not so quick Ganon.
Yeah, I was marking my map, and I was running out of spaces, and I knew where she was, because there's really only 2 options, either up or right, lower or left. It's like, there's only 2 places I couldn't get to. And I had every, like, spot around that marked out, so I knew it wasn't bombable, so I was looking for staircases. And then somehow I messed up my tracker, and I marked 3 level, I marked 5, so I don't know how I did that. So I thought I had all 6, so that's why I was kind of looking through the ones I already had, just to figure out which one I didn't mark correctly.
Ursinedasyure stabbing the old man that says Z right now would otherwise elicit another stab, probably, for what he actually says is after that. But yeah, the overworld gave you a rather large lead to work with. I think your opponent died 3 times on the ladder screen before getting it. At least twice for certain. So she also did not get the wand until about 35 minutes. Only checked magical sword on 10 before getting the white sword out of 8, so that really wasn't as big of a detriment. But she just really struggled to get going because the combat on the overworld plus some of the dungeon layouts with blue dark nuts being primary enemies and just not getting enough money for the blue ring until about an hour, I want to say 15 in, was enough to give you an advantage that allowed you the time to dig 9 as extensively as you did.
Yeah, I was definitely not feeling very good. Just because, like I said, everywhere I tried to go in 9, I couldn't, and then I mismarked. So I'm trying to get better at my tracking staircases, but apparently not good enough yet.
Yeah. The other thing that Earthshine did to get back in this was she completely go moded 6 because I think the other pressure point for you probably hit you in level 2 when you realized that Bo Silvers were both in the same dungeon, in a small dungeon at that.
Yeah, I had choice words for that because I knew at least Bo was there because I needed Bo to finish 6. I had literally everything else, so I knew Bo had to be in 2. But then I saw the numbers, I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, that was the one thing she got relatively early, is Bo Silvers, and Ladder, of course, being Armos item, and it essentially was a free item to you once you could get through the combat issues of that. So from there, the real question for us was where was Flute going to be, as we knew it guarded at least one item and one Triforce. And we thought we were blocked out of a dungeon. We were. It was just Wizrobe blocked instead of Power Bracelet or Flute blocked.
The one on the coast.
Yeah, the 6 and 9 both being down there. Both of you tried at least once apiece, and I want to say we saw that screen at least 4 times before both runners could get in there.
I got in there on my second time because I bombed open them the first time and I died going into the hole. And then I got into it the second time.
Alright, Ursine is making progress towards where Ganon is. This way requires a T-clip. And she's going to have to burn a key here soon. She's started 9 with 0. She's up to 4. If she goes... standing in this room, scary. I know why she did it. She's trying to clear for more keys. Unfortunately, this one won't be. But she'll get the roar here in 2 seconds.
I gotta work more, so I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for the commentary and tracking.
Yep, if you watch it back at all, you'll see it was quite the lead, and it started to slowly dissolve itself, and turned out to be an interesting conclusion to the race for sure, especially with the compass being where it was.
Yeah, I had choice words for that compass when I saw the hint for it. I was like, oh, thanks, game.
Game 2, I assume, is tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, yeah, same time, and Thursday if needed.
Sounds good. Well, we'll see if we can get you on the air tomorrow. Have a good evening.
Yeah, good.
All right, from here, she should be able to get into Ganon easily, and we'll see if she tracks staircases or if she happens upon the right area of 9.
Yeah, she's at least had some pauses where it seems like she could be tracking the level. Because especially coming in here on low keys, she might be trying to map a little more creatively around here. Looking pretty good on Ganon.
Yeah, I think Ganon's going to go down in this round. I don't think it's going to require a revisit. I think 2 hits away. Nope, just the 1. Probably will check down just to make sure. We know that's not going to lead to any good rooms. Although that spawn would make you think maybe it's a diamond. It is not. The answer as far as Zelda staircase is legitimately straight up about a mile to the top of the dungeon. The book is in the L column, I believe, and it is only accessible from going past the staircase you need for Zelda. Hey, look at that. We have the Master Room. Second quest room.
Nice.
I don't believe it's normally... You know, maybe it is. I don't know Second Quest well enough. I didn't think that was normally a room. It was Master. Doesn't much matter. It's randomizer.
Is it a property of the room or is it a property of the enemy set?
Well, it's in one situation it's red whiz robes, in another it's ropes. I think it's a room property for the most part. I want to say that because there are times where you kill the dig dogger and the mini dig doggers all disappear, and that's not normal.
Yeah, interesting.
It's not a commonality in Randomizer, so I don't have that room property or otherwise memorized.
Actually getting kind of close to being able to find this staircase. She might still be looking like prioritizing doors that pop open, but
She trolled herself a little bit here. You got to get completely off the ladder. There you go. Yeah, I don't think you can get up from here, though, and you have to burn a key to, unfortunately, find the staircase that really would help. I don't think Malkier ever bombed down here, so you never saw this room. This is the only room we didn't see.
I think he came back for this one and then saw it was not a stair room. Okay.
I don't know that he ever did, because he assumed it was, well, I guess it doesn't matter much in the end, but if there was one room he didn't see in this entire dungeon, it was that one.
Yeah, I do remember it missing earlier.
Where does this take us? I think it takes us way off east, doesn't it?
This one takes us to the bottom of column 4.
Fair enough. This does not help us then. Up we go. She was very close to the staircase naturally as well earlier.
Yeah, I think she might want to preserve her hearts though, so just walking back. Now, this would be a good use of a key, I think.
Either that or she's going to clip down. I think she's bombed that wall for... Check there. Well, she used the key now. No, she's going to clip around, which is fair. I mean, 3 keys in the first quest 9. I believe there's an average of somewhere in the ballpark of 15 key doors usually in first quest, so you don't want to.
Also feels a little bad because it's back to where you've been, so just walking around a little bit.
This staircase is not explored yet. She'll find out it goes beyond the key door in the original entry column at the top. Gotta arrow that bomb pack, or can walk there in time, also fair. I have a feeling she's not looking for the magic staircase, though. That, I think, was a land mola persuading her otherwise.
Fair enough.
But I don't think that's necessarily where her priorities are at. I think she's trying to get to the northwest. I don't know that... Did we bomb left here? I know we bombed right at some point.
I kind of think it was tried.
Yeah, don't want to burn the key there.
Could bomb left here? Okay.
Oh, from the Landmo room. Well, let's try this room. I mean, you've got to check it. I don't think she's checked it yet. She's not been up here before.
Just trying to preserve the resources. Well, now it becomes back into the other Landmo room?
Yeah, she's going to go back up here. You can burn the key here if you want, but the Landmola room is the easier access if you're willing to take some damage boost through it. So we're going to have to go up through the bomb wall. And then this room is the room that gets you access to the top. Probably just checking to make sure that key door was, in fact, the key door that she was already just on the other side of.
Or whether to bomb the right wall, if she hadn't already.
Alright, 2 rooms away. It is through a key door, but you need to burn that key because you have to have access up here eventually. It's now a question of will she bomb to the left, and if she does, will she take that staircase? If she does, she makes up probably 8 to 9 minutes on Malkier in 9 in this one.
It's looking good.
Now she's going to go down first because you have to guarantee that this is not the answer. This is completely logical to do.
Yeah, for sure.
The real question is, will she turn around and take that stair at some point? The hints are of no use. I believe they are Ganon, Silver's location, and Compass location. This is the one staircase that I think had the book, or was it the one to the left of here? I don't remember anymore. This is the troll to the top right, I bet. I should have stuck with my first answer. Oops. Somewhere up here there's a transport to the top right corner, which is troll. Chungus is confirming that, our tracker. Now, will she go up? If she goes up to that staircase, she can finish.
Yeah, Chungus has been tracking the whole time. I just started 2/3 of the way through and it looked fun.
She's going to at least look in the staircase. If she takes it, we are done, and we are done. And another compass find. So with that, I think we will give her the invite if she would like. If she's got to run, totally understandable, as it's definitely getting a bit late.
Yeah, it should be out to her.
I do see her in setup, so I think she is on the way.
Also got Malkier in chat now, so yeah, love magic stairs.
Yep, literally saying, man, this 9 was so fun, I love magic stairs. And now confirming that's exactly what he said. And yeah, we are joined by ursinedasyure. GG's, that 9 was some fun times. That staircase that you found just now was the only way up there.
I believe that. That was quite a thing, and I loved that the compass was in her. I just died laughing.
Yep, the screen below the staircase you found was an old man that you stabbed that was Zing. He told you that Zelda guards the compass if you got the book to that room. And then the only other doorway to that staircase was, if you'd taken the key to the left instead of going up, you would have seen the vertical chute blocking that way. So they were both no-goes, no other way to bomb in there. And that is what gave you the time to get into 9 and potentially steal this one away from Malkier, who is in there, I want to say, in the 120-ish ballpark. So he had the full clear and then full re-clear because he missed more staircases.
Yeah, I believe it. That was quite a 9. I was like, how am I a 9 and he hasn't won yet? So.
Yeah, the early game struggles. I know that Tilo Tilo gave away a desk slam on the ladder, unfortunate death next to it. But yeah, the ladder location leading to the wand gave Malkier a little bit of a runaway early in terms of combat advantage, and also was able to make enough money to be able to get a blue ring earlier as well. And between those two, that is what led to about a 4-ish Triforce lead going into 9. However, you got to skip level 6, you got to skip level 7. The any key, for reference, if you had gone one room left of start in level 7, it was on the floor right there. Not that it really slowed you down too much, I think just in level 4 for a brief moment. So you definitely started flying through Triforces when he had to full dig everything to find bow and silvers in the last dungeon he found.
Yeah,
So,
2 was pretty awesome. So I was pretty happy with my finds in 2.
yeah, that was definitely something you had the advantage on. And again, getting to go mode some of the dungeons definitely cut into the deficit that was faced. But yeah, it was a tale of two seeds. Malkier got going early, and you started really running it down late. You got the bomb upgrade as well, which he could not afford when he was first in that dungeon. I don't know if he saw the bomb upgrade in 7, but that... Oh, yes, he did. It was earlier, so he definitely saw that, but didn't have the money then either. So, yeah, just one of those situations where combat got you early. Otherwise, there was a chance for you to run him down and take game 1 from him. So, sets up for a good game 2.
Yes, thank you. And I'm going to get going. So thank you, everybody. And yeah, we'll be here tomorrow, same time. So come see that seed.
Yep, we will certainly be back to see what it has in store. Thanks for joining us, and GG's.
Thank you. Good evening. Good night.
Smallfires, it's been an interesting seed as we kind of relayed there, where early game definitely favored one runner, but the bow and silvers find super early definitely allowed ursinedasyure to get back into this race late. And again, Malkier struggles in 9 there, perhaps thinking a little bit that it was going to be a free-ish 9 early, or perhaps just a bit of a mismark. Definitely set him back some and made it a very entertaining race. Not that it wasn't already, but it got even worse so at the end.
Yeah, just the stackness of 2, the potential quickness of 8, being able to go mode 6 when you get there, all things that could pull you back into the seeds. There was plenty of potential for things like that to happen. And yeah, there's setup for game 2. If you're looking for more Zelda, I believe there's an ongoing game on SpeedGaming Prime. If you head over there between Shtan and Big Slamu. And these 2 will be playing again tomorrow, along with a couple other games on the schedule. We'll get that command for you in chat to have a look at those.
Yep, I believe there are now 5 races on the dock for tomorrow, 4 of them starting at the same time, so we will have a bit of a struggle to get them all on the air. But 2 of them are game 1, so this will likely get aired, as well as the Sigil and J. Coper match that starts at 10. This one will be 9:30 tomorrow evening.
So hope to see everybody for those. If you'd like to volunteer, we definitely take assistance on crews, commentary, or tracking. We'll teach you how to track if you haven't done that before. It's really not too bad. 2% Jungus can tell you all about it. But yeah, thanks to Fury for commentating this along with me, and honestly carrying, and 2% Jungus for tracking and making sure we're correct on the facts of everything that happened here. Thank you to you, the viewers, for watching this one, and see you in another game.